Question. Do you do some price comparisons? Just wondering. Back in a minute. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. And I love, love, love helping people to keep more of their hard earned money. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope that this audio video, as always, finds everybody doing well. Are you drinking your tall one? I hope so. I hope you're enjoying a nice hot cup of coffee, and I hope your day begins with a smile. Do you actually do price comparisons? Like trying to get the best price. And today, it's actually easier than ever because we can do a lot of this by just checking online. But I don't want to focus on that kind of comparison today. Today, I want to take it a little bit into a deeper level of comparison. Do you tend to beat yourself up mentally? Like by comparing yourself to somebody else. For example, let's pretend you have a neighbor that seems to have it all. I mean, the fancy car, the jewelry, the great clothes, everything looks perfection plus, and you think that everything is perfection plus. What you may not know may be the deal breaker. First of all, can I give you a strong suggestion? Never compare yourself to someone else in the first place. Never do that. Bad habit, bad practice. And never compare your beginning to someone else's middle, for example. Even on this journey here on this platform, for example, sometimes some content creators may look at other content creators that have like a gazillion subs. I mean, like beyond belief subs. And some people do not. You should never compare. Every channel is different. Every story is different. Everything is different. Every content creator is different. Everyone starts at different times. Everybody is better off just enjoying themselves in their own lane. And it is not a comparison. It is not a race. There is no finish line. So never ever compare yourself, especially to someone else's middle or to someone else's later on in the game in any way, shape, manner, or form, especially with money. Let's get back to that neighbor for a minute. You know, the neighbor with the extremely fancy car, all the jewelry, the great clothes, you name it, everything seems to be perfection plus. How do you know that that person is not knee deep in debt? Ah, we don't know that, nor is it our business to know that. Just saying, just saying. See what I'm saying? A lot of people, and they try to keep up with this by ever hear the expression trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. Okay. Some people break their back mentally and physically just trying to keep up with the Joneses. That is so exhausting and it is so unauthentic. The best thing people can do is continue to be themselves. Just saying, you'll feel better for it. But the bigger problem not only is the comparison, the bigger problem is, why do you mentally beat yourself up for past mistakes? Do you know that if you stay in that place all the time of, well, I'm not good at this, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, that can mentally paralyze a person. And they're not going to advance if they keep living in that world of, I can't because of this, I shouldn't because of that. This is a brand new day. If you're listening to this in the morning, which usually many people do, call this brand new day, new slate, clean start. If you have stuff on your conscience that needs to be corrected, like perhaps maybe apologizing to someone, sometimes even holding a grudge can hold a person back. You know, deep down inside, that in all probability, sometimes a situation might have been your fault. And the best thing to do is own up to it, apologize to the person. But can I tell you a secret? Apologies and starting fresh and starting over and forgiveness is the best thing you can give yourself. And even if it's not an apology per se, self forgiveness for maybe being too lazy when you could have done something to make whatever the thing was a little better, or for putting off something, procrastinating. We all know that people procrastinate in many instances because they're trying to avoid some sort of a pain. I know we've touched upon that several times. So if there's any gift that you can give yourself, literally, it is the gift of forgiveness. It is also the gift of looking in the mirror and start remembering the great things that you did do with your life. I don't know why, and I know I've said this several times, but all of us tend to lean on the negative thing. I'll give you an example. Let's say there's a content creator out there. I'm just taking this, just using this as an example. I'm just dreaming it up as we speak. Okay. Let's say there's a content creator out there, and that content creator on a daily basis, let's pretend that they get 9 positive comments or 9 normal, everyday, sweet comments. Okay. And let's pretend that that content creator gets a comment that is less than stellar, thoughtless, unkind, sometimes downright rude, just, ridiculously rude. What does that person seem to remember the rest of the day? The rude comment. I don't know why people do it. I don't understand why. Instead of that, focus on the 9 wonderful comments that you receive during that day. It's just the way it is. And especially if a person is in the type of business, whether it's doing a video or some other form of content creating, you are bound. You are bound. One is bound to receive a less than stellar comment every now and then. Should that person focus on that negative comment all day long? Get rid of the comment, wash it away out of your brain. And the same thing goes for things that maybe you did wrong back in the day or whatever. This is a new day. Every single time you unwrap this day like a precious gift. This is what my absolutely favorite disc jockey of all times, Harry Harrison, he used to say this every morning on his show. May you unwrap this each day like a precious gift. I love that. He's 100% right. Think of how it is to unwrap a beautiful gift that you got. Someone took the time to buy you a wonderful gift. And you're sitting there carefully unwrapping it. You don't even want to make a wrinkle in the paper. Has that ever happened to you? Unwrap this day like the precious gift it is. Stop beating yourself up mentally. Exercise the practice of self forgiveness. Exercise the practice of also forgiving other people that, well, it is really the best gift you can give yourself. And also apologize rightfully if you need to apologize. I know this sounds a little preachy, but guess what? All of this has to do with your overall behavior, because with a clear mind, you can work better, you can sleep better, eat better, and you could even, believe it or not, be more productive enough to what? Save better for yourself, save better for your family, and to have definitely a better life, in my honest opinion. By the way, if anyone saw value in this video, I really hope that you would what? Smash the like button. Let's continue to do what this lady does.